at the Hobart Theater. It is, I think it's Friday night. It's Asgard's first time at Hobart Theater. They just opened up this year or last and started doing concerts. So this is our first time here, and we're sitting here with
Fate to Suffer.
Fate to Suffer. What's your name?
Sean.
I'm Tim.
Skash. Justin.
Mike.
And so, how long have you guys been around? I know you were talking about, knowing Jack or Doc and Wade for ever.
I've known those dingbacks for 20 years. But, they've always wanted me to come on the radio station from our past bands, myself and Sean. We were in a band called Hurt Locker.
Okay.
I was in a band called These Are They after that. And so what happened was we got together. Believe it or not, we've only been together
4 months, the 13th of this
4
month.
months. No,
4 months. We brought this guy, Tim, out. I've known this guy since I was 13, 14 years old, right?
Yeah.
He's a wicked drummer.
He
He's
played like 87 years ago.
yeah, right? So
That's the rumor.
So we were at a buddy of mine. My old bass player passed away. He was our bass player for These Are They. His name was Mike Flaherty, the Flair. He was in Loudmouth, No One, a million different bands. So this guy comes up to me at a benefit show. He goes, "Hey, were you in Hurt Locker?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he see this guy, he talks. That's all he does. So man, he's talking. I'm like, "Yeah, we'll jam sometime, whatever." So what happened was we didn't expect this, but Mike passed away the very next day. So I kind of thought about it, and I had so much material written with Mike. So I called up this.
No, I called you
Or
because
you
I was
call-
consoling him because his friend died. So I was
So you-
like, dude,
so you
remember
called-
this? He died the best way he could. 1,000 people were at his benefit.
Yeah.
1,000.
Yeah, it was a great benefit.
It was amazing.
So he calls me up, and I was just thinking about it all day. And I'm like, all right, do you know anybody? And then I'm like, called up Tim, and Tim is the right time, right place in his life. So I've been bugging to play with this guy for 20 years, man. So it started that, and then I met up with Skash. I went over to Skash's house with Mike, and I picked up one of the guitars and just we actually wrote a song right then and there. Because I was working on.
You wrote one song.
Yeah, because it was material that me and Mike Flaherty were working on. Next thing you know, the song called "Killing Things" was done, and it was a song that I've been working on with Flaherty for a long time. Next thing you know, it was done that night, and I felt something, and then it just exploded from there. We got Sean. We used a buddy of ours for a little while. Great guy.
Made up the logo and everything for us. And he gave it to us.
He gave it to us.
Everything.
He made the concept. He fell in love with the concept, and then we thought of the name because we're all kind of grieving over Mike Flaherty's passing. It's just like, it's our fate to suffer.
Yeah.
And that was it, done. And then we recruited Sean on bass.
Okay.
And then we wrote, and in 4 months, here we are playing our second show.
Yeah.
That's
I was
it.
going to ask you, how did you get involved with these guys when it all came about? I mean, after all that happened, did they just call you and say, "Hey, can you do this?" And you're like, were you doing anything at the time?
No, I wasn't really doing anything at the time. Justin called me up and he's like, "What are you doing right now?" And I'm like, "I'm fucking not doing anything." It's going crazy. And he's like, "You want to come out?" But they already had the J.J. Kelly's show booked. What was that, July 13th? I think that was the 13th.
Yeah, we did that in 3 months
And
on that song, right? We did 3 months.
We just blasted out. I had to catch up, of course, and
He did amazing.
3
Yeah,
songs
this
the
guy's
first
amazing.
practice. And we had 5.
and here we are at our second show.
Yeah.
But when you find a professional and he can play, it's not like they have to really, learn the whole
Absolutely.
the whole instrument. I mean,
mean,
you got a professional there that's been playing a while. He can pick it up and you go, "This is what we want to hear," and he can do it.
Without a doubt.
It's good that you got somebody that.
And I knew he could do it because, we went on tour together in Hurt Locker. We wrote together in Hurt Locker. And I'm like, dude, I know this guy can just nail it, right? And he came out. Everybody clicked. And
This guy drives an hour.
yeah.
He drives an hour.
Where do you live?
Lombard.
He lives in
Oh,
Lombard,
wow.
and
He drives in Cal
and we
City.
practice in Cal City.
Holy shit.
I live in Joliet. He lives in Orland Park. We all
I live
dri-
11 minutes from Cal City.
yeah, we all drive to do this, man.
So why Cal City? Why you guys?
There's a practice spot.
was
It's
a-
nice.
it's just-
360 a month, 20 by 20 spot. We pimped it out. It's
I mean,
real
air
nice.
conditioned, heating. I
Yeah,
mean,
air controlled everything.
it's in a nice double locked facility.
We had the ability to customize it too.
Yeah, right.
So
Really?
Let us
You
paint
do-
it, do
yeah,
whatever,
whatever we
Yeah.
wanted to it. So
Oh shit.
Yeah.
it is
The
so we
self-retuned.
carpeted it.
You don't find that very much.
No, you don't. No,
But I
and
can
it's
tell you, when he first came in the first practice, I was watching him. I watched the singer, and I said, "Damn, bro, you made that bass your bitch." That's exactly what he made. That bass his bitch. He was like, I was like, God dang, it was amazing, dude. It was really cool, dude. And it just ever since then, things have just been moving along.
Yeah.
It's like it's destined to happen because
progress every practice.
every practice,
Yep.
yeah, progress.
Every
There's
practice.
no bullshit. No bullshit.
And it's only going to get better because we were under some time restraints because of the shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was the whole point. He set a goal. He set a show for us to have a goal, so it made us, it forced us to step up harder, and that's what we did. So
Yeah.
that was the end result. So our first show at JJ Kelly's, I kind of feel like we nailed it. Everyone stood up and had their parts down, and it was a great fucking show. The videos are good.
And
Everything was good.
It was so easy because me and Sean were actually in a different project before this for a little while. And he knew some of the material that we already wrote for this band.
Okay.
So, I just brought it to everybody and we rearranged it, threw out some parts, and, everybody collectively said, no, put it here, let's do this here. We all rearranged it, even though that I brought the songs to him from a past project and never got off the ground,
Okay. Yeah.
And one thing that was really cool too is like he would send a song and he'd be like, "Hey, there's a name for a song." And the next practice, I'd have that song written.
Yeah.
I just write the song. He's like, "Damn, dude, how you doing this?" I just think, and it just my head spins, and I just write.
I mean, I have the only talent I have is to come up with cool
Good names.
cool titles.
And riffs.
Oh yeah,
He's got some good
he is
riffs.
the riff man.
Speaking of riffs, there isn't a one person who decides. We all do this together. It's not, you know what I mean? It's very cool because he'll bounce ideas off me and back and forth, and that's the best part. Hey Tim, try this, or hey Sketch, try that, or Mike, say this. That's what makes it cool for me. I like
It's good.
it.
I mean, it's good that you guys can,
It's very
give each
collective.
other-
It's very collective, and a lot of it we kind of do on the spot too.
Yeah.
Well, that's what makes it more spontaneous and fun, because it's not like, guess what? I wrote this song and this is it. That's the way it's gonna go.
No.
Period.
No.
It's not
There's
like
none of
that.
that period
It's not
shit,
like
you
that.
know.
It's
And
like
backup vocals, a lot of backup vocals happen at JJ Kelly's.
Oh really?
Yeah, he just felt it and he did it, and I just followed him, and it just happened.
and now we're doing it.
And now you're doing
Now we're doing it.
It sounded so good, man. It's just so good.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool that you guys can just pick up on
Each
little
other.
cues
We all
from
got
each
good
other.
vibes, dude. Like no one here is an asshole. No one here has an ego trip.
Well, everybody here.
I like. Well, yeah.
We're all different levels of assholeness. That's for
We all
sure.
have different levels for sure.
And-
But I mean,
and
there's
at
no
different
ego
times.
trips. That's the
Right.
main thing. No one's like fucking cracking the whip or nothing like that. So
Right.
everyone's understanding and all that good shit. So that's
None-
what makes it fun.
None of
for
us here are, new school.
But it's only been 4 months. Let's give it a year.
6 months, I'll be sitting here with like 3 different people.
One thing I can say though is
Let's
that
hope
this
not.
is the most professional band I've ever been in. Yes, we are doing this for fun.
Yeah.
We're not trying to make money, but we're still bringing professionalism
make
to
a little
the
bit
to the
of
table.
money. Yeah.
We want to be professional.
you
We
know-
are professional musicians. We're going to show ourselves.
It
to do that.
started off as, respect to,
in the
to
garage.
Mike Flaherty.
Start off in the garage.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
garage band. Now we got our own
Yeah.
spot.
Well, actually, my studio is in my garage. So it's Asgard Radio, the garage studio.
There you go.
You know,
Nice.
because that's where
But you
everybody
built.
starts.
But you
Yeah.
had to.
Yeah.
You had to build up to that. You had to build that.
Yeah, exactly.
It starts as one thing and then you build it.
Exactly.
And the
And
thing
that's
about
why
this
I like
spot is that we didn't know what we were gonna do. We were practicing Gary and we were getting bad vibes or whatever. So we're like, we're gonna change the spot because it was also, his spot. We didn't have air or whatever. But I called the guy and I was like, "Do you have any spots?" And he's like, "No, I really don't." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And then I just let it go. Like 2 hours later, he goes, "Yeah, I could get you in the spot. I'll just have to clean it out." And it just happened, just like that, bam.
Really?
And we were in there within a week, wasn't it? Maybe a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just think it's cool that he lets you do whatever you want to. I
Yeah.
mean,
He
you
don't
guys
care.
can.
Yeah.
It was
you know,
amazing. He even cleaned out the place for us, and it was just,
Yeah.
you know, it's
That's amazing because usually I hear horror stories.
horror
about
stories,
it.
right?
You know, hey, we got a practice place, but we got to do this, and we can only do it on this day.
Yeah.
and-
Oh no,
and-
24/7.
24/7.
We have 24/7
I mean, me and
access.
Sean used to play at the Music Zone downtown,
Okay.
near Cinespace Studios. We had another project that didn't come off the ground, like I said, but this place, to me, blows that place away.
What is the
And-
size of it? 20 by 20?
Yeah, it's 20 by 20. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and it already came with a
And it has
4-foot
a
drum
drum
riser.
riser.
Really?
And we
so-
also, and the also cool thing about it is our like the guy that hangs out with us and took the spot with us, he used to be his old spot.
Yeah,
And he's my
years ago.
roommate. So it just was like, I don't know, it just happened and it just was that
He's
spot.
like the,
and it's
he's
just
like the sixth member, the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
He's like the behind the scenes member.
You got Beatles, you
He's
there,
inside.
but
He's inside the bar right
He's
now.
our only fan.
But
We want to thank
If
Bob for coming out
anyone's
tonight.
if anyone's gonna wear the T-shirt, he's going to.
He's going to.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
a carpenter. He does all kinds of stuff. He help paint it. We help
Yeah.
carpet it. I mean, dude, if the
dude,
spot is
I
pimped,
brought
we
I
have
brought
black
so much carpet there.
Really?
Dude, I had I don't know, what was it, 6 to 8 feet illegally hanging out the back of my fucking car. So I work at, we're in Chicago. I'm a local 2 stagehand, right? So I called up, buddy of mine called me up. He's like, remember that fucking carpet you said you wanted? Dude, I got all of it here for you. Come and get it. It's just used once, So, I mean, all this carpet was hanging out. I'm like, I'm so getting fucking
So
pulled
now I
over.
find you guys, and I'm redoing my house to sell it. Now I think
Right, right.
Oh yeah.
And I'm a
Carpeting,
painter.
flooring.
And I'm a painter.
Actually,
Yeah,
Call Jim.
bitch.
Yeah, call Jim.
He is too, and so is he. They're all
Oh my
three are
God!
painters.
I had to put new.
Well, I'm a
flooring
pipe fitter, so if you need some
in.
any
Oh,
kind
Jesus
of
Christ!
yeah.
We're all
So if you
construction
need
guys
any like
here.
gas run or anything like that, dude.
Son of
And
a
I used to
bitch.
be a local welder, so I'll
Oh
do
my
the,
God.
any,
Yeah,
anything,
I got
anything you need.
carpeting coming for 2 bedrooms.
Yep.
I just had wood
You got
floor
painter,
built in.
you got a welder.
We had to paint every freaking room. Son of a bitch.
Well,
Hey, it's only gonna cost you $5, Buzz.
Shit, I'll put you.
Hey, but it's not that serious,
I'll
bro.
double check every fucking song you got.
Hey, but it's
for all
not-
that.
That's how if
But
somebody
it's
gets a
not
little
that
angry, he goes,
serious, you know?
dude, it's just not that serious.
hey man, you
That's
need a
our thing.
fence welded,
We have fun.
case of beer, call it done.
Oh my lord! Yeah. Well, if the new house I get because we need a beer. My kids won't leave. Okay. I have a grandson who's 3. My daughter's 23. Jeremy, her boyfriend, is 28, and my son's 21. They all live with me.
They're not leaving.
They won't leave. So.
Hey, but as long as I can take over your kitchen, because I'll make a homemade meal.
Oh, yeah,
Fuck
he's
the
a
buying
beast
the
cooker,
shit.
too.
Dude,
I
He can
love
cook.
cooking.
I'll
He
make a
can cook.
homemade meal, bro. I don't give a
Chorizo and
fuck.
eggs, this guy.
Oh yeah,
Really?
chicken.
Yeah.
Fry some
You
chicken.
can have the kids and
bake
do
some
Everything.
Shit. And I got every spice you need. I got it.
Oh, that
Oh.
sounds even better.
It's on.
I
It's
got
on.
everything. I love cooking. Well, I got divorced in 01. So I've been on my own since. I've never.
So you got it together with the cooking
I
situation.
can cook anything you want. Anything.
Yeah, man.
And spices, if it doesn't have some sort of, it's got to be either tangy or something
Or
that's
spicy.
Spicy. It's
Yeah.
got to have a kick. It
Yeah.
has to.
Yeah.
Because if it don't, it's a different.
It's not worth it. You're not gonna remember it the next day.
Exactly. Until it comes out.
That's what I think that's what he was getting at too.
You'll remember it the next day when. Yeah.
One thing I want to say though, I mean, honest to God truth, everybody that's ever heard of what we're supposed to be doing, like musically,
Right.
they're all surprised with how it came out.
Well,
Because
you got 5 guys. It's never been this easy, this fast,
Yeah.
in my experience.
and
before.
it's it's probably the best music I've ever done in my life. I've had hundreds of people tell me, dude, that is the best band I've ever heard you in.
And it's cool because in the past we set out to be I was in a death metal band, straight death metal, or I was in a thrash metal. Like we're not set out to be anything. Whatever people want to fucking call us, they're just gonna call us.
Yeah.
That's it.
We're not.
You know what? I'm
we do
hearing
everything.
that more and more from a lot of bands. I'm hearing that a lot more. That we're not a genre. We're a band that plays music that people want to hear.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that so
Yeah.
much more.
Yeah.
We I don't know if you guys ever heard this. There's 3 teenage girls. Well, one turned 20 a couple weeks ago, but they're called Gold, Frankincense, and Myrrh. They're basically a Christian-based trio of sisters that play heavy metal, and they're not Christian rock, but they sing of like issues that people have.
That's
You
how
know,
our stuff is.
stresses.
That's how our
And-
music is.
And they call themselves beautycore. They made up their own own genre.
That's a new genre right there.
That-
Never heard
it's-
of that one.
that's what they call it. It's beautycore.
Somebody somewhere is going to call us some kind of core because Skashish over here does like a lot of the brutal lows, right? He does a lot of the high screams and shit, and he does some lows too. But when they get together, it's a great mix. But you know, we're not out. We didn't set out to flex. I mean, we're done with that shit. You know, we're here to write really cool, memorable music, some melodic shit, some groove shit, some fast shit, and just see what comes out of this.
Yeah,
and so far
and
it's
you
been-
guys are young. I mean, you guys 4 months old, so I mean, you guys got
Well, think about
a
this
lot
too.
to do.
Killing things. Our songs have double meanings.
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah, they're
not
not-
set killing things.
Yeah.
Killing things is about killing things in your life that hold you back from being who you
Yeah,
are.
you know,
We have
It's-
double meanings in our
Right.
songs. I
You know.
always try to do a double meaning.
they sound like brutal death metal, regular, fucking names. But if you ever go through the lyrics, they're not what it seems.
They're
to
not
be.
what it thinks. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. All right, so what time do you guys go on today?
7:45.
7:45. Okay,
sir.
yeah, because I know Consume the Divide dropped, so everything got pushed up like a half hour or something.
15
so-
minutes.
Yeah. So, well, I know there's a lot you guys got to do. So we'll let you go and get you ready. I know you were sitting in there eating and drinking while we were in there, and now you got shots waiting for you. Yeah.
There you go.
But I appreciate your time. I really do.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
And I hope we see you a lot more down the road.
Absolutely.
I'm always covering shows. I live right here in Portage.
nice.
I live right here in Portage, so
Sweet.
we're always in Tinley Park in Chicago. We cover all that. We just got back from Ohio. Been to Ohio twice. West Virginia. Going to Virginia again. Going to where are we going? Louisville.
All right.
Louder Than Life. We're covering Louder Than Life.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
So
it's-
you guys make your rounds big time, huh?
Yeah,
Nice.
we travel. Well, April 4th, April 2nd, I'll be on air 10 years. So
Nice.
we're having
Oh,
a
nice.
10-year
Nice.
anniversary concert here.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
Oh, we're
Is that already set in stone with the bands? and
no,
all
we
that?
don't. I haven't because I haven't been able to get anybody here.
Yeah.
So I finally talked to Ed, and Ed goes and put it on his calendar. He goes, "You're done. You're
Hey.
set. You're in."
Well, keep
Okay,
us
well,
in
then
mind,
put us
man.
on.
So-
Keep us in mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Because I want it
We'd
to
like
be
to come
like
back here, man.
I want it to be like an all-afternoon
All genres.
extravaganza.
Yep, that's the way
and
to
I,
do it.
and I want bands that aren't playing to come and set up their stuff.
Yeah.
Because I want everybody to mingle. I like if you're from Chicago, if a band from Ohio comes in, you guys trade shows.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what
and
what I do.
merch.
Our
Merch,
first-
stuff like that.
Sell
you
your
know?
shit. I don't care.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
first show,
Awesome.
we had a band that was actually an alternative band.
Yeah.
Then we had a band that was like grunge, like sludge, and they were from Arkansas.
Yeah.
And then we played, and then we had a band from Pontiac, Illinois. It was all different genres, and it was a good show.
It was.
I mean,
Everyone made some money that
we
night.
Yeah.
there was 125 people there
Wow.
on a whim, and JJ Kelly's ain't that big.
No, it's not.
So there you go.
But I want people just to show up. If you're in a band, if you're the only person that comes from your band, bring your shit, set up a table, and sell it. I don't fucking
Absolutely.
care.
Right.
I don't care. I'm not here to make money. I'm here to promote. I'm here to help bands in any way we can.
Yeah.
So I
Just a
don't
lover
care.
of metal.
That's it.
Just a lover
That's
of
it.
metal, man. That's awesome.
You
dude.
know, and even my 3-year-old grandson, I was babysitting him once when he was just a year. I had him in his high chair, and I was on air. His first headbang, Metallica.
Nice.
I'm like, oh,
What
listen, Mike.
song would Elvis?
I'm not sure. I don't. I just because I was so into
Hopefully,
him.
hopefully it was from Kill 'Em All to Injustice for All.
Well,
in between there.
I saw Metallica open up for Ozzy Osbourne in '86.
Oh shit! So that was Master of Puppets.
When my daughter
So that was Master of Puppets then, because Master of Puppets came out in '86.
'86, yeah.
when my daughter was in my wife's belly, we went into a pool hall and Metallica was on. She started kicking her feet.
No kid.
Yeah, she's 20 and she's crazy. She's a crazy
Yeah.
metalhead.
She's a metalhead.
She's a
Oh,
crazy
she'll be here
metalhead.
tonight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandson, he just loves music. You should see him. When we used to have dance trolls, I put on trolls because of all the music, and we would have dance parties.
I don't know why, but my daughter likes to growl all of a sudden. She's only 4.
Because she was listening to us practice.
I got
She's just
a-
like,
I got
she's
a
just like,
video.
all right.
she just likes doing shit
Yeah.
like that. Like, it's It's like
I got a video of my Maximus.
I'm doing something
singing,
right.
and all of a sudden he goes, and I'm like,
you're like, attaboy,
yeah,
attaboy.
Parenting done right.
I'm like, this is awesome. He's gonna be my front man. Yep.
Yeah.
So, all right,
Yeah,
you guys
hey,
gotta get going. Hey, I appreciate your time.
Next
Thank you
time,
very much. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys
Pleasure
on
meeting
stage.
man.
You too.
Next time you see the real Wade, you ask him about me and Mantino. Talk about mayhem, boozing, and cruising. He'll tell
Okay.
you the whole story.
I definitely will.
And keep us
All right.
in mind for that next show that you were talking
Oh,
about.
I will. It's not till April 4th
Yeah,
next year,
but
but
yeah.
definitely will.
We'll
All
be
right,
around.
we gotta let these guys go. We'll be back. This is Asgard Media.